Imagine for a moment that the mind you wrestle with, the one you perceive as a relentless adversary, filled with doubt, anxiety, and an endless chaotic chatter, isn't actually your enemy. Imagine that true mastery, the kind that brings unshakable peace, isn't about silencing your mind, but about learning its language and, eventually, befriending it. Imagine what it would feel like to be the calm, quiet eye of your own internal hurricane. Most people live their entire lives in direct opposition to their own thoughts. They believe that to control their life, they must first wage a brutal war on their own mind, attempting to bully it, shame it, or force it into submission. They get caught in a cycle of resistance, fighting thoughts which only makes them stronger, exhausting their spirit in a battle that can never, ever be won. This struggle manifests as procrastination, as chronic anxiety, as the imposter syndrome that whispers you are a fraud in your moments of triumph. It is the heaviest, most invisible burden a person can carry. But I am here to tell you that this internal war is a choice, not a condition. There is another way, a more peaceful and infinitely more powerful path. Stick with me, and by the end of our time together, you will possess not just a few tips, but a new philosophy, a clear and profound framework to achieve sovereignty over your inner world. This is not about fighting the storm. It is about becoming the calm, unshakable center within it, from which you can direct your life with intention and grace. The core problem and personal anecdote. The greatest and most pervasive lie we have been culturally conditioned to believe is that our thoughts are random, autonomous events that happen to us. We call it the myth of the unruly mind. This myth turns the most powerful creative instrument in the universe, human consciousness, into a source of torment. It reduces us to passive victims of our own internal monologue, tossed about by every wave of fear, every ghost of past failure, every specter of future uncertainty. The paradox is staggering. The one realm where we can exercise absolute control is the very one we feel most controlled by. I speak to you not as a theorist, but as someone who lived for years, lost in that very paradox. I remember my life at 30 with a clarity that still humbles me. To the outside world, I was the picture of success, the right job title, the ascending career path, the external validation I had so desperately craved. But that was just the glittering facade. My inner world was a war zone. I would wake up at 3 a.m., my heart pounding with a nameless dread. I'd sit in important meetings, not hearing a word, my mind instead screaming a litany of my inadequacies. My success felt like a costume I was wearing, and I was terrified that at any moment, someone would expose me. The turning point wasn't a promotion or a new opportunity. It was a moment of quiet desperation in my car after a particularly grueling day. I had achieved everything I thought would make me happy, and I was more miserable than ever. In that crushing silence, a profound realization washed over me. You cannot run from the battlefield when the battlefield is inside your own head. The problem wasn't my life. It was the architect of my life. I had to stop trying to redecorate the rooms and finally inspect the foundation. Introducing the new philosophy, that moment of surrender was the birthplace of what I now call the philosophy of the inner architect. This philosophy begins with a simple yet world-altering metaphor. Your mind is a house. For years, you've left the front door wide open. Stray thoughts, like muddy-booted strangers, have wandered in and made themselves at home. Fear has set up a cot in the living room. Doubt has taken over the kitchen, criticizing every meal you try to prepare. The opinions of others have graffitied the walls of your study with their expectations and judgments. The result is a chaotic, cluttered, and unwelcoming space where you can find no rest. The inner architect understands a profound truth. You are not merely a long-suffering resident of this house. You are its designer, its builder, and its sovereign gatekeeper. In this philosophy, discipline is not punishment. It is the art of deliberate creation. It is the gentle, daily practice of choosing the materials you build with. The books you read, the conversations you engage in, the content you consume, these are your lumber, your stone, your glass. Your habits are the skilled craftsmen you hire to construct your inner world. Most people try to change their lives by rearranging the external circumstances, the furniture on a sinking ship. The inner architect knows that the most leveraged and permanent change comes from redesigning the blueprint itself. Your circumstances are the plot of land you've been given. It might be rocky, it might be on a steep hill. But your philosophy is the architectural plan. With a powerful philosophy, you can build a magnificent cathedral on the most challenging terrain. Changing your philosophy is not a precursor to changing your life. It is the act of changing your life at the most fundamental level. Practical application and self-reflection. So, how do we begin to embody the inner architect? It starts not with grand, sweeping renovations, but with the quiet, consistent act of observation and honest self-reflection. I want you to sit with these questions. Don't rush them. Let them sink in. There is no judgment here, only discovery. The inner census. On a scale of 1 to 10, how much of your daily, moment-to-moment inner dialogue is actively empowering you versus passively or actively limiting you? Be radically honest. Is your mind an encouraging mentor or a relentless critic? Identifying the squatters. Who are the uninvited guests that have taken up long-term residence in your mind? Give them a name. Is it the voice of a critical parent from your childhood? Is it the ghost of a past business failure? Is it the anxious specter of future uncertainty? Acknowledging them is the first step to revoking their lease. The mental garden. If your mind were a garden, what specific seeds have you been planting consciously or unconsciously every single day? Are you watering seeds of gratitude, resilience, and possibility? Or are you nourishing the weeds of resentment, comparison, and fear? The keystone belief. What single powerful thought, if you were to believe it with absolute, unwavering conviction, would cause the entire structure of your self-doubt to crumble? What is the one belief that would change everything? Now, let's translate this awareness into foundational disciplines. Forget overwhelming, unsustainable goals. We are architects and we build brick by brick, day by day. Discipline 1. The first 10 minutes setting the cornerstone. For the first 10 minutes of your day, before your hand reaches for your phone, before you allow the chaotic energy of the world to rush in, you will set the cornerstone for your day. Sit in silence. Take 3 deep breaths. Then consciously choose the first thought you will build with. It could be a gratitude anchor. I am grateful for this bed, this breath, this new day. Or a possibility statement. Today is filled with opportunities that I am ready to receive. You are the one who sets the tone. You, not your email inbox. Discipline 2. The pattern interrupt, the architect's veto. Throughout the day, when you catch yourself in a negative thought spiral, that familiar loop of worry or self-criticism, you will employ a pattern interrupt. It can be physical. Stand up, stretch, and walk to a different room. Or it can be verbal. Silently or aloud. Say a firm but gentle command word like anchor, stop, or return. This action is a powerful veto. It's you, the architect, stepping in and saying, "No, we are not building with this material today." You break the hypnotic rhythm of negativity and reclaim your conscious control. Discipline 3. The last 5 minutes, the architect's review. Before you sleep, spend 5 minutes with a journal or in quiet contemplation. Review your day not with judgment, but with the curious eye of a designer. Ask, when did I feel most aligned with the person I want to become? When did I let an uninvited thought take over? What patterns did I notice? This isn't for self-criticism. It's for data collection. You are lovingly studying your own blueprints to build better tomorrow. The conclusion, legacy, and decision. Ultimately, this inner work, this path of the architect, extends far beyond your own personal peace. The quality of your thoughts dictates the quality of your energy. Your energy shapes your actions. Your actions, repeated over time, harden into character. And your character, the sum total of your inner world made manifest, is the legacy you leave behind. It is the inheritance you pass on to your children, not of money, but of resilience. It is the atmosphere you create for your colleagues, one of innovation or one of fear. It is the quiet contribution you make to the world's collective consciousness. Will your legacy be the echo of your inner turmoil, or the quiet, strong foundation of a well-lived life, inspiring others to build their own? The entire universe of transformation you seek does not begin when your boss promotes you, when you find the right partner, or when you have more money. All of that is secondary. It begins right now in the sacred space between this moment and the next, with a single, conscious, powerful decision. It is the decision to stop being a tenant in a house built by others and to claim your birthright as the inner architect. The war in your mind is over if you decide it is. The best is not just something you hope is yet to come. The best is a reality that is here now, waiting for you to construct it. Decide that it is.